Welcome back to the deep dive, everyone. This is where we dig into all that specialized stuff, the surprising details, and basically give you the shortcut to sounding like you've read it all.
That's the plan. And today, we've got a really interesting one. It's travel, logistics, sustainability,
Mm.
all focused on the Balearic Islands.
Yeah, specifically Formentera. We're leaving the big picture stuff for a moment and diving into a very specific incentive program. It's designed to get people thinking differently about travel there.
It really is. Super targeted.
I know. Reading through this, it felt like a government policy document that somehow wants to be a travel guide. And speaking of travel, this just proves my point, doesn't it?
Uh-oh. Where are you going with this?
Sustainable travel is getting easier. These sources lay it all out. Balearia's commitment. Well, let's just say you've officially run out of excuses.
Excuses for what?
For that trip to Formentera, you keep promising. With things like this making it simpler. Come on, the invitation needs to happen. Now.
Slight pause. You know what? Looking at how they're making it so easy for certain vehicles, yeah, I think you might be right. Okay, deal. I will definitely invite you this time.
Fantastic. Because honestly, you won't regret it.
Okay, deal. But let's bring it back to Balearia.
Right.
Our sources today are really specific about how this ferry company is, well, putting its money where its mouth is on sustainable mobility. Especially for Formentera, there's this very targeted incentive.
And that's our mission for you listening right now. We're going to break down exactly how this incentive works, who gets it, which routes, what are the real conditions. So by the end of this, you'll have the specifics, the actionable stuff, without drowning in information.
Exactly. So let's start with the why. Why Formentera? Balearia is making it clear this isn't just corporate window dressing.
Right, not just talk.
No, it's about real action, sustainable mobility.
Yeah.
And they're doing it with a direct, very tangible financial perk for customers.
Okay, so here it is. The big reveal. The incentive. It's actually pretty simple, but wow, it's big.
Go on.
If you're traveling to Formentera, and this is key, starting from either Dardania on the mainland or from Ibiza, you can take your 100% electric vehicle on the ferry for free.
Completely free. Zero cost.
Zero cost. Absolutely free boarding for the vehicle.
Wow. Okay, that's massive. Think about what it usually costs to take a car on a ferry, especially that distance, maybe in summer.
Exactly. Offering free passage isn't just a small discount. It's a serious chunk of change. It's clearly designed to, nudge people towards EVs.
A very strong nudge. But what's interesting is how specific it is geographically, right? You said to Formentera.
Yes, exactly. This isn't something they're doing everywhere. The sources are clear. It's an amazing offer. Right now, it's only for the routes heading to Formentera.
Okay, so that really singles out Formentera as a priority. Dania is the main port from the mainland. Ibiza is the hub for island hopping. So by focusing the free EV travel on those 2 points, feeding into Formentera, they're trying to create this sort of low-emission channel directly to the island.
Protecting it, basically, because it's the smallest, maybe the most fragile of the Balearics.
That seems to be the strategy, yes, protecting its unique environment.
Okay, let me just double-check this for everyone listening.
Yeah.
So if I had my shiny 100% electric car and I wanted to go from, say, Dania to Mallorca instead, no free ride.
Nope. According to these documents, if you're on any other Balearia route, your 100% electric vehicle pays the standard fare, whatever the rate is when you book.
Wow, okay.
It's purely strategic, targeted specifically at Formentera's ecology.
That really underscores the point, doesn't it? This isn't just some vague green initiative. It's using their booking system, their pricing, to achieve a very specific environmental goal for one particular island.
Precisely. Operational policy driving ecological outcomes.
Okay, so if it's that targeted geographically, they must be super specific about the vehicles too. 100% electric. Sounds simple, but, the details matter if you're planning a trip.
Oh, absolutely. And the sources are very clear on this, thankfully. No ambiguity.
Good. So what exactly qualifies for this free ride?
Right. There are 3 specific categories listed. First, 100% electric mopeds and motorcycles.
Okay, two-wheelers are in.
Second, 100% electric cars, standard passenger cars.
Makes sense.
And third, 100% electric vans. And this is important only if they're under 4.5 meters long.
Ah, okay. Under 4.5 meters for vans. That's a key detail. So mostly personal vehicles, maybe some very small delivery vans, but definitely not big commercial trucks.
Exactly. It keeps the focus on, tourist vehicles, resident vehicles, light commercial use maybe,
Mm.
reducing the impact of that kind of traffic.
Right. But here comes the really crucial part, I imagine, the exclusions.
This is the absolute must-know bit. The sources literally have an important warning section.
Ooh, okay. Lay it
Yeah.
on us.
This amazing free offer is only for 100% electric vehicles. And they define that as vehicles completely without an internal combustion engine. No petrol, no diesel at all.
Wait, hang on. So
Yeah.
my fancy plug-in hybrid, the one I just spent a fortune on, that I drive mostly on battery power.
Doesn't count.
Seriously. Even if it runs 50 miles just on electric.
If it has a combustion engine anywhere in it, even if you never use it, it does not qualify for the free boarding. You pay the standard rate.
Wow. Okay, that's a hard line. That really tells you something about their goal here, doesn't it?
It tells you they are absolutely serious about zero tailpipe emissions for this specific incentive. They're essentially leapfrogging the transitional tech, the hybrids.
So no low emission, no partially electric. It has to be pure EV or nothing for the free trip anyway.
That's it. If there's an engine that burns fossil fuels, even as a backup, you pay.
That is so important for listeners to grasp. Don't show up with your plug-in hybrid expecting a free ride to Formentera. It's fascinating. They're basically using price, a zero price tag, to push the market directly to pure EVs for island access.
It definitely shows a commitment to the most sustainable option currently available, pushing past the middle ground for this specific fragile environment. And remember, there are already general rules about taking any vehicle to Formentera, especially in summer. Permits and things.
Oh, right. That adds another layer. So this incentive removes a cost barrier while sort of reinforcing the environmental focus.
Exactly. Now, beyond just saving money, there's another piece to this that adds real convenience. It tackles one of the big anxieties people still have about EVs.
Ah, the range anxiety question, especially when you're going to an island.
Precisely. So not only do you get the free boarding, but these 100% electric vehicles can actually recharge while they're on the ferry.
Get out. Really. They have chargers on board.
Yes. They specifically mention the ability to recharge on board.
Okay, now that is a game changer. Because the trip from Denia, that's what, 5 or 6 hours sometimes?
Easily. So imagine you drive onto the ferry, plug in your car.
And for the next 5 hours, while you're relaxing, your car's getting topped up for free.
That seems to be the offer. You're not just getting a free ride, you're getting free fuel, essentially. Arriving on Formentera with potentially a full battery.
That completely kills the, will I find a charger when I get there? Worry. At least for arrival, Balearia is basically guaranteeing your arrival range.
And providing the energy. It connects the cost saving with real practical convenience. It makes the EV option incredibly attractive.
It really does. It's a huge value proposition when you combine those two things. Free transport and free convenient charging during transit.
Yeah, it gives Balearia a real edge for EV owners heading that way, doesn't it? They're not just selling a ferry ticket. They're selling, optimized electric mobility for your trip.
Totally. Why wouldn't you
good.
choose them if you had an EV? You turn that travel time into productive charging time.
So putting it all together, what does this whole specific policy really show us?
Well, it's a crystal clear example of a business using its operations, its pricing, its onboard services to actively push for a specific environmental outcome.
Right, a measurable commitment. Shifting behavior towards zero-emission transport, especially in a place like the Balearics that really needs protecting. It shows companies can use these powerful levers for sustainability goals.
It's a fantastic case study. Applying green policy through smart business strategy. Which leads us perfectly into that final thought for you, our listener, to chew on.
Okay.
If this kind of thing, these really high-value specific pokes like free boarding, free convenient charging, if this becomes the standard for 100% electric vehicles in popular, maybe ecologically sensitive destinations around the world,
Yeah.
how fast do you think that will push the transition? Not just away from petrol and diesel, but maybe even speeding past hybrids, which, as we saw here, are getting left out of this top-tier benefit.
Ooh, that's a really good question to ponder. How much faster does the shift get when the incentives are this targeted and this valuable?
Exactly. Something to think about.
Definitely. And to make sure you don't miss our next deep dive, where we could be uncovering anything from, tech breakthroughs to surprising policy shifts like this one, make sure you're following the channel.
Yes, please do. Thanks so much for diving deep with us today.
Until next time.